Hello, hello, class.
Hello.
Hey, class, how are you?
Yes, doc.
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you too?
I'm doing well. Good, 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 good. Is Xavier around? Xavier, is Dennis Brown? David Evans. Oh, tell them to join so that I can finish early. Eh?
Hello,
We
Doc.
are, yeah. We are about 30 students or 29. Tell them so that I don't want to repeat myself again. I just want to go
Oh,
through
okay, Doc.
the project with you. So let's wait for 5 minutes. Please call them to join so that we can just be out of here next 20 minutes or 30. Because at 3 o'clock, after when you check your portal, your midterm or whatever, your quiz or whatever has been uploaded. So you need to start doing it. You have up to tomorrow 6 a.m. To do the work. So let's hurry up so that we. So I'm giving them by 2:10 I'll start. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you for joining me. And today is last but one day for the class. So we have one more week, which is face to face next week, right, Evans?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next week is strictly to talk about the exams and also the project. Okay. So next week, I get to meet you. I'll talk a lot about it. I'm yet to submit my questions. I've not done it yet, but after next week, when I have a discussion with you and everything, then I'll do that. So everybody should be attentive. I mean, should come next week. It's very, very important. You can't be in the home for the whole course for like 6 weeks. Then the following week too, you have to make time to come. You don't come. It comes away. So at least be preparing to come next week. Having said that, I've already updated your course page. So when you go there, the rest are hidden, but you will see this course assessment. So they are basically need to do a course assessment, which is for second and third code. Because you're two different groups, I need to make sure that it is quite, it has been descriptive enough so that when when I download and I'm assessing the views, I can upload to the right places. So you will see assessment. Normally, it has been so when you click, you will see course assessment. Then you click on it. It will take you to the course page. Now, you don't have nothing because the time is not yet. It will open around 3 p.m. This is left with about, let me see, 40 more minutes. No, sorry, 50. That's the 49 minutes. It will open. So the hope is that from 3 p.m. up to 6 a.m. tomorrow, by 6 a.m. it will close. So you have up to that time to do I think it's about 30 questions, multiple choice questions. So there are about 40 of them, but we have done sampling. So your question one is different from somebody else's question one. Yeah, and it's not every question that you see there. So I think you know how it goes about, but you can copy, of course. Not copying as in doing the copying is in terms of the catalysm that people do. Uh, your question one, no, of course somebody can just decide to not read the exams, the notes that I've given you. The person will just, but the point is that whichever way, it is only 20 minutes for 30 questions. So I wanted to even make it 10 minutes so that you won't have time to be reading around. But I just decided to make it 20 minutes to do it. So multiple choice question, 20 minutes. It will open around 3 p.m. You have up to 6 a.m. tomorrow. So if you realize that your network is not good, please find a time or find a place that you think it will work because you have only one attempt. Please, that is that for you on that. So please do go on the page and uh, work on it. Now, you could also realize that I've also updated it with a semester project. So this is the project which I told you to constitute about 50% of your marks. The exams and the course and everything, the assessment and everything, after I'll convert it towards 50 marks. This project that you need to do is like 50 marks. And that's the essence of it. So I'll take today and next week to explain. Today will just be clearly to introduce you to the project, what you need to do. And next week, I'll take time to take all the questions because I believe that by that time, you've gone through the templates. Okay, you've downloaded the templates and everything. So you have a PDF which explains the scoping and everything, which I will go through today briefly in the next 20, 30 minutes. I don't even think we'll spend 30 minutes. Just briefly. Then I'll introduce you to the templates, how it is. Then you will download it. Okay. So that next week when we meet, you come up with all your questions. Possibly you can send your questions to just come. I don't think you come up with all your questions next week. Then I'll answer them, then we go. Then I'll give you about 1 month or so for you to submit. So that is that for today. So please visit the page. the course LMS right after this class today. Make sure you have only up to 6 a.m. to do your quiz. Then later you download the template. Then you have the discussion about it next week. So that is that for the course. And so let me explain the the projects. What you are supposed to do. I mean, let me build a point, then move on. And if you don't understand anything, please let me know. So the project is basically efficiency for access market research project. So it's basically a research project. It has been done by several people around the world. So I just took that idea, then I brought it so that you guys could have a feel about what we want to do. So the purpose and expected outcome is that the purpose basically, we want to establish a good overview and, I mean, understand how off-grid appliances market supply chain operates. We need to understand how the off-grid appliances operate. You also have to gather specific insights on the type of product available in the retail market, as well as product characteristics, size, and all those kind of stuff. Okay, the expected outcome is that you learn about the survey instruments. That is the E for A. Basically, you learn about survey instruments, what you can do to collect data, and you put new learnings into practice by conducting market survey in retail markets and online sales channels. In other words, the main thing is that there are several things we've talked about. And the most important thing is that we are trying to put or do find the practicality of whatever we are trying to do. Not all the topics, but at least you get a feel about certain things that we do. So it helps with the knowledge that we have acquired, also make you understand. Because the most important thing that you need to know about that, why even appliances? Because when you say about energy, demand, supply, and everything converges to what we call the appliances. Because energy is a derived demand. What I mean by energy being a derived demand is the fact that when you say it's demand, we don't chew energy. We don't consume, and when you say we consume energy, we don't chew it, we don't drink it, we don't do anything. We actually demand it and consume it through appliance. In other words, the demand is not for its sake, but it's for what? We are getting it through, or we are consuming it through an appliance. So when I say my electricity consumption has gone up, you didn't go to what do you call it? A restaurant, you sat down, then you massacred it, or you consumed, or you drank something, you drank electricity, or no. Anytime you say your demand has gone, your electricity demand has gone up, you and I know that we are consuming through an appliance. Probably your lights were on through a light bulb, a LED one, of course. It's an appliance. It helps, for instance, your refrigerator. It helps you to cool and also to chill, or also to even preserve your food. You consume that electricity through what? A refrigerator, which is an appliance. When you want to cool your home, or when you wanted to cool your room, it's either you do it through a fan or you do it through what? A conditioner. They are all appliances. So the appliance is very, very important for you to understand. And that's what this course, crown everything, and that's what this research is all about. So we are saying that appliances deliver critical energy services to improve the lives of and incomes of underserved household and communities, blah, blah, blah. Appliances can produce sources of income. We talk all over, but the most important, you need to know that we consume energy through appliances. Okay. And there are some statistics here. Forget about the statistics. It's not that everybody know. So now, is that the global off-grid clean energy market needs complementary markets of higher quality, super efficient off-grid appliances to reach its full potential. But the significant barrier is that the market inhibits the market development. Okay, one, off-grid energy service companies struggle to identify, develop, and super efficient, high quality, affordable appliances. Hardly do we even know that we have off-grid appliances. And even if we have appliances, you just buy the appliance, you are using it. What are some of the specifications? What are some of the things that you need to look out for? All these things, most of the times, we don't even take care. Appliance manufacturers often are not familiar enough with what off-grid marketplaces. Even when you say market off-grid, what does it even mean? That is another thing. And if you understand even an off-grid appliance, how different is it for the grid appliance? Are there even differences in any way? So all these things are very, very important for us to. There's a gap for us to get the knowledge in that sense. Okay. Don't. I mean, I'm not going to ask you questions about the what do you call it? The slides here. It's just something I wanted to help me present what I want to do. So it's not that, but understand the fact that we consume energy through appliance. Appliances are very, very important. There's also a gap in understanding the information surrounding off-grid appliances. Okay. You and I know we just buy appliances. Do we even have off-grid appliances or not? Or are they even the same? Are you getting it? So define off-grid appliance. Off-grid appliances are products that are designed appropriately for the use in both off-grid and weak grid context. You understand the grid. You've discussed it in section 2, chapter 2 or unit 2, the grid system and the distributed energy system. So anything that is outside the grid is not tied to the grid. It's what? An off-grid. We are not part of grid. So the appliances that is used in this sense or in this context, what do you mean by what off-grid? So they said the product that are designed appropriately for uses what in both the off-grid and weak grid context. In other words, there are some appliances, unless you are tied to the grid, you can't use them. Hardly. There are some companies or there are some machines, you can't use them unless it's tied toward the grid. But there are some appliances, unless we use them, tied to what? We can use them both on the grid and at the same time off grid. And that's what the focus is on. But it's very difficult to say fan. How would you know? Unless you check some kind of specifications. Okay. Off-grid appliances are typically compatible with DC systems, such as standalone, solar. So we have the AC current and DC. I will explain that one deep next week. But when we say AC, it means alternative current. Okay. And when you say DC, it means direct current. Now, he said, but AC appliances either use along with inverters or solar energy case or with AC mini grids are also considered off-grid plant. So this is what it means, both point 2 and point 1. So we are considering both AC systems and DC systems. You've realized that we have alternative current and direct current. Alternative current, the best way to see alternative current, those current fluctuate. They don't move in one direction. They can move up, down, go forward, come up. So by the time it travels from the producer or the generation point to the end user, you realize it has gone through several movements, weak ones, high ones, and sometimes you even, for instance, when we were talking about unit 1, you realize that when they generate the power from the generation plants, maybe VRE generates power, it needs step up transformers to connect to what the various power stations. When it gets to the various power stations and it's coming to our end user, they need step down transformers to bring down what the power or the current moving through, because that current which is coming from the source can destroy your appliances. I get it. So it's alternative. It alternates. We have up, down, fluctuates. So we call that one alternate what? Current AC. So you check some appliances, you take it, they will written AC. But there are some appliances they've written DC, which means direct current. Direct current are current where it doesn't fluctuate. It's one direction. Okay. normally the standalone ones, most of them have batteries. So you take my laptop, for instance, the laptop has inbuilt battery. That battery is compatible with the power system of the laptop, so it doesn't fluctuate. Phones, what again? Uh, uh, yes, tell me more me. As my jama me kwa make say
Tablet.
tablet. God bless you. God bless you. So you realize that those ones they have inbuilt batteries, and unless power no form, it doesn't have any fluctuations like low current, high current. No, there be any no. It's just direct, simple, one straightforward what current which flows from a source to what the end system. So that one is direct current. Are you getting it? So that's the difference between AC and what DC. But when you check our systems, you realize that almost all the appliances that we use, they use both AC and DC. Most of the time, you realize, for instance, our laptops and our phones, they have adapters. So the current in your room, the socket, is an alternative current. It is coming from ECG, whatever, two step down. Then it gets there. But the thing is that maybe the current is so high for the laptop. So what it needs that the alternative current will travel through the adapter. For instance, your phone charger. Have you seen your phone? No, your laptop charger. It always have an adapter. That rectangular thing always attached to it. That one is the adapter. So it takes it and reduces the current into a state that is compatible with what the laptop. So that's why you can't charge anything straight. But you need an adapter to charge your laptops. You need an adapter to charge a cable adapter to charge what your phones. Every phone has what that's what the one you plug on the uh, on the socket on your wall. Have you seen that thing? It's an adapter. It takes the power from the socket, converts
Hello,
it into a
Doc.
system your phone can handle. Yes.
Please, I have a question.
Yes.
Talking about the laptop and then the adapter and the fact that the adapter stabilizes the power. What if I'm using the laptop and then sometimes you can take the battery out and use it direct? So in that case,
You take
how do we
no, you
describe
take
it?
you even if you take the battery out, the adapter. I don't know if you have seen the. Oh, let me see my
Yeah,
laptop in
there's
front.
adapter lying in front of me right now.
Yes, yeah,
So I
yes.
can
That
see
adapter. Yes, you check it. You
input
realize it's a
AC
way of
100 to
taking the power
240
from the.
volts.
It take the power from the socket, the wall on the wall. Then it converts it in such a way that it will be compatible with what the current the laptop needs. Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
even if you take your battery out, you are still getting a current through the adapter. Or so, for instance, if you are not getting it for your battery is, for instance, your battery is purely DC, it's direct current. So in that case, you are using direct current to power your your laptop. So anytime your battery which is powering your laptop, then there is no your phone charger, your laptop charger is not in it. It is purely what direct current. You are taking the current from what the battery, which is direct. It doesn't fluctuate. But a case that you are using, you are using also what the adapter. It takes the alternate AC from the wall and it gets into the adapter. The adapter changes into a direct current to give it to what your laptop. Whether you're using the battery, so the battery in it needs a direct current, a DC. But in this case, you are drawing on what the current from what AC. Am I okay?
Yes, please, I'm okay.
Oh, it is. Sorry, it is raining here, so I'm finding it very difficult to hear you guys. Let me see if I can connect uh my headphone. Please give me a moment. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Let's go.
Yes, we
Yes,
can
sir.
hear you.
Oh, okay, now I think it's fine. I've connected my so. So as I'm saying, the DC AC is very simple. AC means alternate current, a current which does not flow through one direction. It goes up and down, comes back, goes up, that kind of, that is the engineering aspect of it. But the typical way of seeing it, you realize that sometimes you are dead, then your area, the current will go down, then it will go up, it will go down. That one is alternate current, AC, and normally it's from the grid most of the time, not even normally, like that is it. Because it's traveling through a system from step up transformers through connected lines and transmissions through step down ones. At each point in time, it fluctuates, it alternates. So the current is not direct. We call it alternate current. It's not fixed. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. So that is AC. Then we have the DC, direct current. Those current does not go up and down, and normally doesn't travel through systems. We are normally very short. In other words, it's standalone. So that's why we said the standalone solar energy kits, standalone batteries, and those things. All those appliances they use direct current. And I was using laptop as an example. That you look at it, you realize that the laptop has a battery in it. And you realize it supplies it with what? Direct current, a DC, a direct current. That power does not go on and off unless the power not draining. It's not up and down, up and down. The power just drain, then you know that you have to charge it. And I'm saying that this same laptop can also use AC to the extent that sometimes your battery is also not in it, but you can connect it straight from what? The wall. But it is through an adapter. That adapter converts the AC into what? A DC. Okay. So the point here you need to understand that when you talk about off-grid appliances that uses AC and DC or whatever being the case, you can take an appliance, maybe laptop, or you can go to and you take a fan. They will write AC. They will check. You realize that they've written the voltage there. Then sometimes some of the appliances they will write DC. Then they've written the voltage there. They are all trying to say that particular one can use both AC and DC. Okay, so you forget, but it's something that you just move around. Any appliance that you see, anything that uses power, when you just pick it
Hello,
and be watching things. AC,
hello,
VC,
Doc.
yeah.
Doc, please, one thing I've also realized about the solar home solar installations, there's always
Mm-hmm.
an inverter added to it.
Yes, it's an inverter.
To the
Yes,
to the
yes,
yes.
yes.
So that means even if your appliance is AC and not DC, it can still work. Is that the
still work.
case?
So the inverter works as, yes. If you don't have inverter, it becomes very difficult. One will be blue. So the inverter works as an adapter. So what I say, it works that way to make sure that it's good. Me engineering knowledge in here very so even next week I think I can bring Dr. Ifa who can explain more into it. But that's what I understand, that the inverter has to convert the currents so that you can use it with the appliances and all those kind of stuff. Oh. And because some of the solar system, you realize that they also have battery storage, the batteries, which are direct current. Are you getting it? So that you're able to get. But that is not even the case because you guys are not engineering students and we don't need you to even say we AC and AC. Just that you have to look for fans. It's a ceiling fan that you can find at the shop. But I just wanted to let you understand that we have this system and this system. So off-grid appliances, they can use AC and they can use what? DC. Are you getting it? So yeah, that's why I was using the laptop, for instance, because now there are some of the standing fans that we have. They have batteries in them. They have batteries in them. It's not so direct from the, you plug it, then it comes to the system and even. I have one. It's a standing fan, but it has a battery. Are you getting it? So it's not. But there are some of them which are purely AC. They take it straight from what for instance, the ceiling fan, they take it straight from the main socket or whichever AC one. But some of them have now there are ones which are coming. The motor is done in such a way that it has an internal system that is able to convert this AC into DC, and even even televisions. Now their televisions, part of it uses AC, some part of it uses DC. Gone are the days that those television ocean lights and are blasted. But now it's not like that. Some of the televisions have both AC and DC currents, or a system that uses both AC and DC currents. So the point is that you don't stress much about it. Maybe next week, when we come, then we are explaining. But what I just wanted to know, these are the off-grid appliances. What are some of the appliances we need, or appliances that you need to focus on? So what are some of the technology scope? What are some of the things that you need to look at when you go to the various shop to collect the data? TVs, televisions. Every television uses AC and DC. Now, the modern ones which are coming, they use both AC and DC. So you're looking for televisions. You're looking for fans, standing fans, and even ceiling fans. Okay. Refrigerators. Now, the system that has been in such a way that it uses both for AC and DC. So forget so much about AC and DC. But you're looking for what? These are the appliances you're looking for. Refrigerators, SWP, solar water pumps. If in your area you can find a shop that is selling solar water pumps, yes, you collect information about it. Yeah. Don't worry, I will show you the template you are going to use, because there's a template that you have to an SL template. You enter the information. And then we have EPC. The EPCs are electric pressure cooker. No, we have electric pressure cooker. Those of you who don't know pressure cooker, go and find out. We have, I know the ladies will know. The guys in there. Some of you don't even know how to cook and one more. And I won't worry about it. That one is not my job. You find a way of understanding what you call the pressure cooker. Yeah, but electric cookers are also concerned. You can also look at those ones. And other products, example, agro processing machines, irons, sewing machines. So you find those which are there, like you might not be categorized in the what do you call it, in the Excel sheet, but it uses current, it uses electricity. It's an appliance. You have to take it here. The power type product should represent of what is available. A typical off or weak grade consumer. Try to focus on DC products, but depending on the market, AC product may be more ready or available. So now it doesn't matter whether you see a DC product, the one with batteries and those things, you collect the data on it. The ones with AC2, you collect data. So now it doesn't matter. AC and DC products again. So ECG incubators, TVs, electric pressure cookers, fans, solar water pumps, refrigerators, other products use equipment. So all these things and then geography. Now focus on Ghana, your area. So if you are in Takoradi, your area shop now, just move to about 3 or 4 shops. They'll be like no why no, you don't have to travel to you are here then you have only time. Okay, we don't have time, so just your area as much as well. But don't come and say that say me be me area me or no me need shop or then travel to another place. This next week face to face is really a challenge, pal. The way it is raining and the roads construction ongoing, we should continue with the online meeting. My view, though, from Takrady Inche and OT is challenging. We will see. We will see the but I wish that. So let's see. Let's see. But I pray by it won't come. Don't worry. And some of us, when you speak, things happen. So don't worry, it won't rain. You come with any but if I find that it's becoming a problem on the Saturday, I mean on the Sunday, a better problem, I will let you guys know. But I will wish that Charlie. If it happens that those from far, I can notify your names, then see what we can do. But those in Accra, there, don't tell me that we are what greater Kaswa and Tikaswa, which yeah, a bit flood into there. But at least let's try as much as possible. I understand. Let's try because I want you guys to pass this thing and do the project well, then once and for all. Okay. Until you forget about it now, but let's focus on what we need to do. Okay. Let me see the person who posted that. Abraham. Hey, Abraham Dazi. Abraham, so don't worry, you will find a way of it. So consider your geographical area, consider your area, the area that you have. So if you are in Inchi, there are some shops there, but be on appliances. You will get. Don't worry, I will also show you the template. Then I will explain further next week. Okay, so now they just move with me then. How would this product data be used? Sharing the market intelligence via you don't worry about it. Yeah. Because afterwards I'll collect it, then we see if you can do some analysis about it, but it's not that important. Step-by-step guide, scoping. So what you need to do in advance, each field visit, students will perform research to identify the market location. Until by now, be thinking about the places you have to go. Be thinking about the places you have to go. Students will develop a travel plan. We will not must a travel plan, but I don't intend for you to travel to anywhere. Area now, unless your area only baby, then which means that petrotro, they move around at least 5 shops, different shops. Then again, you can go to Melcom. Those of you who have Melcom around, Melcom, Cap Farm, Electroland, yes. Then you collect the then one per one local shop be a woo area baby now. So that is basically output dex reset for selected upgraded. So field visits, yeah. So that will become the field visit survey task. And it's not that important because you don't have time to be, but right now, scan the area that you can go. So what we need, a survey resource, observation and learning about the off-grid market, blah, blah, the 2 survey instrument, Excel, online form. So I'll attach the survey to view. And when you finish, you need to also prepare a short analysis, which I also let you know. So this is an example of the place. Somebody did it, put it here, qualitative data collection, the type of them, blah, blah. All these things are them. So after you collect the data, when you get everything on the Excel sheet, a very short one, once the product is collected, the data is analyzed. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, Doc, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear.
Sorry, okay. So once you get, then you just prepare analysis on 4 main points. The power type. Are there more than power type? So, and quite simple. When you get you just put it in AI, you put in a prepare analysis on the following type, this and this, it will do it for you. So it's not that important. So you prepare a very short analysis on the power type, on the size, on the price, and the warranty involved. If there's a warranty, you just also state that. So these are some of the examples. Somebody did some in Ethiopia in 2029. So after collecting in the Excel sheet, and this is the simple analysis that the person distributed, TVs, so data, DCTV designed to work, 32% of them, their observations, Addis Ababa distribution, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Then it came to the TV size. So you realize that TV size survey in Ethiopia, 17 out of the 32, 17, range of 17 to 32 inches. So on data collecting and now ranging is from 17 to 32 inches. But I know here now we have several inches. We have 100 inch, 80. So you make sure that you have all these information. So the more you get, the better. 1, 2, 3 be naturally, yeah. And as go crying fat. Again. So average price, small. So you do something about the price. Because in the Excel sheet, there's a place you enter the prices. Okay. You enter the price. When information analysis in there, and I don't want you to stress yourself so much about it, because this one is it's not a thesis, it's a semester project. But I want you to do a good work, because if you're able to do it, it's a skill that you can get when it comes to doing practical and primary analysis. Okay. So no. Then warranty involved, you just write something. Then you do a very simple conclusion. Then you are done. Okay, so basically that is that, and that is what I want to do. So I'll just move briefly with you on what you need as far as the concern. Let me stop sharing here first then. Okay, so I've uploaded it on the LMS. So you see appliance market survey template. So the first one, there are some questions there, but you say that you can get some, what do you call it? These are qualitative. And I understand that sometimes, obi a ɔkɔ bisa na asɛm kora na wo ho ayɛ ehi wo a womɛtɔ ade wobɛyɛ research nti ɛha no ɛyɛ ana ayi bibi ɛwɔ hɔ. But if you can get Charlie, you can ask the seller or the person who is selling some questions. What is the most popular brands, models that you sell in your shops? Okay. Then the feedback, you can put it here. How do people use this so all these things you can. But if you are not getting anybody to answer, I think you should be okay. Yeah, you should be okay. But it's a qualitative way. Will be to me. Do you have a problem with counterfeit products? You are asking the thing. So relevant product category important, may need to ask these questions individually to each product type, all those things. So these are some questions you can explore. It doesn't mean that you have to ask all those questions. Just that when you have them, it can enrich your analysis. Okay. Yeah. Then you come to TV samples. So who bet TV samples, who bet fan samples, who bet refrigerators, who bet water pumps, who bet the electric pressure cooker, who bet other appliances. Okay. So shop now, but corner TV or you just take city. So first shop now, city now, maybe you went to Agbogboleshi. You mentioned Agbogboleshi, Ankrah. Okay. Country, Ghana. Retail shop name of the shop. If it is Melcom, it is whatever, you just put the name there. contact person. If it is available, you just put it. If you don't have it, leave it. Contact person will be the name, the contact number. If you get the person's name, you put it there. Or you can put it open where flowers and don't actually be or like that. But the point is that if you don't have it, don't put it there. The address, the same. Date of visit now, and then you type it. The brand name. What is the name of the fan? What's the name of the TV? What is the brand? Is it NASCO? Is it Hisense? Is it that? Then you write model name. You find the model, the back. What's your information now, big? Size. Is it 42 inch? Is it there? You just so everything has been done. Yeah. Size, power rating. So you check at the back. You see the power ratings are there, the watts. You write it. Is it input AC, DC? Some of them use both AC and DC. Some of them will be not much AC in whichever way, you just write it there. Input voltage, the voltage too. Hence, so the ones you have, you just write all of them there. The type of connectors, including which one. So what type of connectors, including, for example, is it a USB connector? Is it 5 nm barrel connector? Is it clip? New alligator clip? The sources of battery. Is it cigarette lighter? The one is it? So the connectors, and so now you also need this plug. So I know two, maybe I know three. So whichever connectors, you write them down. What type of plug included in hand? So I need a plug. Is it an inverter or adapter sold with product? Is an inverter or adapter sold? Yes or no? You just the country of origin. Where is it coming from? I don't know who made in China, baby. Warranty. Is there any warranty? We just write. So you can go to Hisense. You can go to Electroland. You can go to, but the one more there is easier. Until we go those big ones, we are not compared to local ones in even now they account at least 6. When you open all these shops, then you just enter them, then you are hot. So TVs there, then you go to store. So some shops you go there, you get TV, you get fans, you get refrigerator, you enter all of them. Okay, you enter. If you don't get water pumps, please stop. It's not a problem. Yeah, water pumps and if you don't get electric pressure cooker, you don't have to have it. But at least 3 way also and other appliances. You have to. So other appliances be a young fan can we no. You can add it. Okay. You can add it to that. As far as an appliance, you can just collect it here. And you put it over here. Okay. So what I want you to do is that take it, download it, and go over any question you have next week. You can put them down when you come next week. We'll try and explain but now I want to leave you guys so that you can go and do your quizzes. It's very, very simple. Very, very simple. No fret. Now you wait for next week. You have up to 6 a.m. tomorrow in the week. Any question? If your question relates to this, please note it down. Next week we will do it again. And because next week is basically the project and your exams. Yeah.
Please, the quiz, is it comprised from both Unit 1 to Unit 7?
Yes, everything from Unit 1 to Unit 7, but it's multiple choice questions.
I'm just, this is just a personal suggestion. If you can extend the time to, instead of AM to PM for us.
2 p.m.
Yes, please. Because from chapter Unit 1 to Unit 7, it's a lot. We have to get time and read it so at least. The books are.
You guys also support his plea.
Doc, I support him.
Yes, Doc.
Yes,
I want the ladies
Doc, I support plea.
He did if I say yes, Doc Marty. So I will extend the time.
Doc, even when I used to use the AI, your AI to summarize the chapters, it takes me like 2 hours to even read just the summary.
I know people who use AI. I know. And like I said, my AI is but the thing is that you can do it. And I don't want to make it like theory, but just that you need to at least Yeah, yes, and I'm on read it. So anything you will see some of the questions dito. Yeah. Yeah, just like the 14 number sample 3 into a question, you will question nepe. But just that you can do it. It's very simple. Some of them you sit down, maybe an hour, but what transnational shot in here will say multiple choice will say a share question answer that. So you can do it, but I understand because I heard Jennifer say yes, so I will extend the time from 6 a.m. I mean, so right from 3 p.m. to tomorrow 6 p.m. You have time. Into ocean now when you're comfortable, train, bit my and and answer over train who read na ye area and sana what shall I say? Why?
Yes,
Thank you,
sir.
Okay.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doc.
Okay. So please tell your mates. Me pe situation and I say I couldn't do it because me be oh mesres am ya mafia to the tra ho e pa ho me view and I won't do anything about it. So please, those who they can tell them, and please, if you know your network is bad, pe baby your network in here, put the train how much they are not distractions in also. So nti wohwɛ na ɛyɛ yie a yɛ no saa okay but wogye wo ho di na wobɛtumi ayɛ yie a right after 3 I think 4 minutes more you can just start and do it and it go your way okay so I will extend it to that yes Abraham or ha adwene yes Abraham itie
Oh, my good sir. My good sir, I salute you.
I hear Abraham what is your problem now
My problem is the same problem. You see, thank you very much for addressing it. Seriously, as we are
Mhm.
talking right now, my place is even flooded. It's really,
yours
really, my place is flooded, and I'm even trying to hear you. We
mm-hmm.
can't even move. So
Mm-hmm.
kindly find a way so that we from the outskirts, we
So
know.
Abraham, that's why I said next week, let's wait. Let's
Mhm.
wait and see for the reason why sometimes somebody can teach you but you've not had a personal contact with the person. And my teaching here some way be the way I wanted to teach this course now, but so I understand. I'm not saying it's a chenchina bra, but I also want to make it flat because and yes, I will be also ma. Now, me could do right now, they're online. So as I say, because the system requires us to do that thing face to face, even though it's a distant link, but that's what we wrote to GTech. Nti yɛanyɛ ne saa na ɔmo bɛyɛ ne nyinaa yɛ adeɛ no online. Obiara bɛtena ne fie ayɛ yi because they know that sometimes the online no, some of the lecturers don't even teach well. So I say. So that's what I understand. For me, I want to follow the rules. I also get it that sometimes, so for now, let's wait for at least 2-3 days. We near the system. If it happens that you go, of course, I'm a human being. Oh, but you say, oh, me and my, I'll go and meet only one person, or probably I won't meet anybody. Then the class will not come off, and I won't even do it, which it will affect everybody. So that's what I say. So that is why now, no,
Thank you, my good sir. Thank you, my good sir.
it's like that. So.
My good
And
sir.
yeah, because right now, saying NAM, I make it outright that everything, then it's going to the system that I did everything online. Which please, I don't want to be that way. Me person actually. Now, you people think that Charlie, and no. When you are coming to have your more we na you submit more coursework and everything, they do audit your exams and everything. They do auditing. We make sure that all the credit hours is fulfilled. If I can't or your exams or you see a hona yen so a year now 1 year if some lecturers are being harder, sometimes I understand it because some of us problems. We don't want trouble. Yeah, at the end also, 4 weeks. 4 weeks for online, then the last week for this. But you did everything. But if there's a higher justification that this thing happened, it stated it, then of course. So that is why Abraham in why.
Sir, Pacho,
Yeah.
please can I get your number? I need to discuss something.
So my number, you can get it from Evans.
Okay.
Probably you have to send me a WhatsApp first, introduce yourself before I can But yeah, sometimes you know doors not do. So
Okay. Yeah.
so you
Oh,
introduce yourself, this and this and that, my class, this and this. You want to do this, then I'll find time. Then I'll call if yeah. So I also friend and maintain because you have this friend and baby I'm one mean to me in fact, and I say mean to me in casa. Oh.
but yes,
So first you introduce yourself, let me know. Even if it is 1 week, I'll call you back.
okay. I'll get
So
it.
get it from Evans. Get it from Evans. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I even special your politics with my number. Oh,
I haven't asked him, so I'll ask him.
Okay. Okay. Probably let me put it here so that you don't also worry Evans. Let me put it in the chat so that you don't have to worry Evans. Right. 027
Okay, thank you.
628902. So that is it. Okay. So hey, 0247, not 027, please.
Okay. 247 62
Let me edit here. Okay.
02.
0247 628 So introduce yourself on WhatsApp first before you call. Yes, sir.
Thank you
And
so
to
much.
me, I'm fine. It become a problem. Okay. So Abraham, I've understood. We will try, and I also extend the timing to 6 p.m. tomorrow, so that you have time to explain it. But this exams is very, and again, after you do this, the exams. Okay, I'll talk about it next week. Okay, I'll talk about it next week. Okay. I think we can close, right? Jennifer,
Yes.
Yes, Doc.
can we close?
Please wait for like 5 minutes. If anyone has a submission or a question or anything to bring on board before we
5 minutes
finalize.
there. Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
3
please, you
minutes.
can close. You can close. You can close.
Okay, Jennifer said I should wait for Jennifer. Let's make it 3 minutes.
Oh, you can
So
close.
Yes, 3 minutes.
You can close. You can
I
close.
can close, eh?
Close.
Yeah, some
Okay.
of us,
Then we
our
can
light is
close.
off for the flood. So, like, I'm on a life-saving battery. So, the my phone.
Esther, I hear.
Yes,
So
sir.
because of Esther's problem, I don't know where she is now. Maybe your tesoro baby into the let's close why Jennifer. It's like I can start Tiashe. So let's
Okay, sir.
we close and I'll meet you next week. But please make sure you do your thing. Yeah, to close off tomorrow, please.
Okay, please. We'll do
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.